Alright, here we go. This is a map of the world. Big, beautiful, and honestly, a little overwhelming. But don't panic. This Christmas season, we are delving into the Caribbean Sea. Up north, Jamaica is doing its own thing. Down south, Barbados is minding her own business. But we aren't stopping at the tourism brochure spots. Oh no! We are heading 16.74 degrees to the north and 62.18 degrees west. Welcome to the Emerald Isle of the Caribbean, Montserrat. A whole island that's only 10 miles long and 7 miles wide. Blink too fast on Google Earth and you'll miss us. But don't get it twisted. We are small but Talawa, popping with main character energy. Full of heart, culture, vibes, and enough drama. If you're not ready, get ready, because this season is about to be epic. Good morning, good morning, good morning from the household where some of us are forced to work because for some silly reason, my husband has absolutely refused to become a millionaire and to give me a very hefty monthly stipend to support my sewing habit. So here I am trying to get my hair under some semblance of control so that I can go out and make my own money. Apparently, it's like that in the Caribbean. We have to work. Why do we have to work? I don't want to work. Anyways, welcome to day number 6 of Vlogmas. I've got my cookie tin with me. I figured I should draw it early today so that I don't forget to do it later. And so today's hot topic is going to be, what is this? Ooh, bias. Bias, but can you see? All right, that's better. Bias, bias, bias. So I need to figure out how I want to approach today's hot topic. But in the interim, I'm going to finish fixing my hair, and then I need to get through the door and to the office. So I will see you guys a little bit later. Feeling alone, kind of misty. Hello, my lovely peoples. It's me. All right, it's time for another road trip. I have to go to the port. I hate going to the port. It takes forever and a day, but I'm actually thinking I only have to inspect some items today. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to clear them because I'm waiting on some paperwork that might impact my ability to actually get them in hand today. But I figured let me go ahead and see what the situation is like down there, see if I can at least inspect the documents, have the custom officer sign off on said documents, and then with any luck, I'll get them today, but probably not. So let's head to the port. Alright, y'all, we made it to the port, so send me good vibes, like sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle good vibes all over me. Fingers crossed, maybe I will have a miracle today. Let's go. Yeah! I got through. So I got my boxes. Yay me. I have a couple more shipments that I'm expecting. They haven't gotten here to the island yet. Fingers crossed they are here sooner rather than later. I was actually waiting on one shipment that had 1 or 2 extra pieces to put on my Christmas tree. That is not here. The broker says she doesn't know exactly when it's going to get here. And I feel like I probably just need to go ahead and start decorating the tree this weekend to get maximum like usage out of said tree. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of waiting till late to put it up, and then before you blink, you have to take it down. So I might go ahead and do that this weekend, but at least I got what I went for today. So for those of you who are in places where you can get prime delivery overnight or 2-day shipping and things like that, you guys do not understand the struggle. Gosh, the struggle bus is. Does anybody want to file for me and relocate me to a metropolitan area? I mean, there are perks of island living, obviously. But sometimes the little things like this make me feel like maybe I should have lived somewhere else. Anyways, enough with that. I'm heading about to do some more business, and I will check in with you guys once I get home a little bit later. Honey, I'm home. Listen, I've been home. I came home, took off my outside clothes because we don't do outside clothes inside this house. Nope, nope, nope. Lay down for like 2.53 seconds. I was tired, y'all. I didn't sleep, but I kind of just chilled for a couple minutes. I have switched my tea and now I have water with an emergency in it. That struggle continues. And I have been thinking all day about how I wanted to approach my hot topic, which was bias this morning. And first I thought, ooh, I can show them my first bias garment, which happened to have been my Sicily slip dress, but I shared a full review of that here on the channel. So then I thought, nah, been there, done that. Then I thought maybe I should share like 5 or 7 tips for working on the bias. I quickly dismissed that one as well because I recently shared about my Cashmerette Astel bias cut skirt and I included 5 tips for working on the bias. Then I thought, ooh, but my current project, which you guys I have done a little bit more work on off screen, has bias elements in it, so maybe I could talk about that. And then I was like, nah, we've been talking about this dress all week long. And then my brain jumped into overdrive and I was like, all right, bias for sewing has a very particular meaning, but that is not the only meaning, is there? And so I decided that I wanted to put a more literal interpretation to the word bias. And if I'm not mistaken, it means something like favoring or disfavoring one thing over another. Something like that. Like, you get the point. Here in the island, we say something like this: you to bias or you to grudge. And they kind of work interchangeably, but it also shows like a strong sentiment when somebody is very attached to a particular person or particular thing over and above anybody else or anything else, even if something else might technically be better. I hope I'm making sense. And then I thought, ooh, let me talk about what my bias for. When it comes to ordering my sewing tools, and we spoke about sewing tools in yesterday's video. Was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? Whatever. Earlier this week, we did speak about sewing tools. And when it comes to getting my sewing tools, you guys, my bias bad towards WAWAK. I love WAWAK. Oh my goodness. They have an amazing catalog of sewing tools and notions. Their customer service is on point. Their shipping is on point. And I happen to have collected a big box of notions and stuff from WAWAK at the port today. I was like, ooh, let me show you guys that. So let's head to my sewing space, well, my other sewing space, so we can have a little rifle through my shipment. All right, this is my box of goodies. Now, you may or may not know that in November, I taught a group of children how to sew. It was a very, very beginner class. We were actually participating in the Black Sewing Network's International Sewing Day of Service, and my project for Montserrat was to teach 10 young girls how to sew and we started working on pillowcases. It was an amazing time. And I had placed a couple of orders for sewing machines and notions and so on. I had been raising some funds as well. And they have only now gotten here, you guys. And that was on the 15th of November. And today, as I'm recording, it's the 5th of December. Should I say anything more? Nah, probably not. So let's just have a little dig through and see what I got. So I ended up having to use a lot of my own personal threads and pins and whatever else I happen to have had on hand. But I do want to continue teaching into the new year, hoping to make it a more regular thing. And so this box of notions is going to come in very, very, very handy. As I said, I love Wawak, you guys. Look at the size of this spool of thread. Now, usually you would buy one of those 110, is it 110 meters or 110 yards of Gutermann thread for about $2.10 US dollars. This spool of thread cost me 20 US dollars, and this is, I think, 5,000 meters. Just do the math, run the figures, and you will see that it sounds like a big investment, and it was. This box of goodies cost me an arm and a leg, but this spool of thread is going to last me so much longer, and I'm always using like blue thread and like black thread and white thread, those kind of colors that I'm going to use all the time. I got some big, ooh, look at this pink. Oh, this is pretty. And I love that it comes in like an individual plastic as well, because it means that one, I don't have to get dust on it until I open it. I want to use it. And two, if I'm really, really careful about how I open it, I can probably just slip these on over my spools of thread to keep like dust away from it. And this is a Caribbean. It's dusty. It's very, very dusty. Now I also got, ooh, look at this. These are magnetic pin holders, and I got some that look like, where's my pin holder? Oh, it's probably over there at my other sewing spot. But magnetic pin holders are must-haves for me. Have you guys ever dropped a whole pan of pins on the floor? Oh, disastrous. But this baby, I just hover it over and it picks up all my pins. Oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't work through plastic. But how come it works with the box? That's interesting, is it not? Oh, okay. Oh, y- hey, but it was working before. Ah, it does work through the box, but not through the plastic. You live and you learn. I should have paid more attention in science class, I suppose. But these are lifesavers. These probably should have been on my list of underrated sewing tools. You gotta have a magnetic pin cushion. If you don't have one, get one. Go to Wawak, tell them I sent you. All right, you probably can't tell them that I sent you, but they're really, really, really good. I am really, really biased towards Wawak. I love them bad. Now, also in my box, I have like some smaller serger threads. I love maxi threads. And then I've got pins and pins and pins. I've got ballpoint ones and some regular ones. And if you sew, then you know that they're not the same. All pins and all needles are not created equally. So I did have to get two types. And then I got some pinking shears from Gingham. Is it Gingham? I think it's Gingham. I've got pinking shears from Fiskars, but I've never tried the Gingham ones, and I do like Gingham. I had a pair of shears from them. They're kind of dull now, and there's nobody around here that sharpens scissors, but I loved them. And so I want to try out the Gingham serrated or pinking shears. What else do I have? That's pretty much, what else did I get? Oh, and then I got some bobbin holders, which are also lifesavers. It means that your thread ends and not just unraveling. They just tuck quite nicely into the bobbin box. So I love those. And then I got some ooh, ooh, thread wraps. Just got two. I do have some already in my sewing space, but I am running out of space to hold all my threads. And so I went ahead and got some thread racks as well. Oh, it's all bubble wrapped, protected in this box. You see, I tell you, Wawak is the shizzle. You gotta check them out. Right, and that is all that is actually in my very large box. You probably would have thought I got tons and tons and tons of goodies, but these are just really staples, I think, in a sewing space. And if I'm going to be teaching girls how to sew, I'm definitely going to need pins. I'm definitely going to need threads. And as I said, the magnetic pin cushions and the thread racks are going to come in very, very, very handy. And that's it. So, that being said, I think it's safe now to call it a wrap on day number 6 of Vlogmas. And I will catch you, God's willing, tomorrow for day number 7. Do not forget to go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Drop me some comments down below and let me know. Let's just talk, you guys. Like, let's have some interaction from off the screen to down below in the comment section. And if you're not a subscriber, please also consider subscribing. And if you are a subscriber, please consider sending this video or any of the Vlogmas videos that you have watched so far to a friend or family member who you think might enjoy it. I have tried to bring a little bit of sewing plus a little bit of real life so it will appeal to, I'm hoping, different audiences. So I would love if you would help to share the word. And like I said, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.